of Bangkok. Tina, wonderful good morning. And I want to show you just the surrounding and the environment surrounding here. You can see it's really awesome. Here it just, you see, lovely view, big skyline here from Bangkok, and I do really love it. So this is my new office. Marcus goes international, and it's really, really, really cool. So I guess we have actually, let's see, we have 32 degrees here in Bangkok, and I'm here in this Saturn Square office tower in the 37th floor. Cool stuff, really cool stuff. You can work here, and I really love it. And I welcome here to our morning briefing show in the name of Admirals. My name is Markus, and I'm really happy to have you here in this show. As always, we want to have a look at the markets. And by the way, I have my second laptop here, so I can see on YouTube as well. Very wonderful good morning, because we stream Sawadee Khab, Mike. So we stream this show on YouTube as well. You can subscribe the channel by a button in the right corner, and to use the stairs to, of course, there is no elevator. Of course, I have to go up the stairs, of course. Okay, I guess then I wouldn't be in this office this morning. Okay, so as I said, we stream this show on YouTube as well, so you can give us a like if you want, you can leave a comment if you want, and subscribe to the channel so you will never miss an episode here from our show or from the webinars from Paul or Jens. By the way, webinars, let me share my screen. And I have to handle it a little bit differently, because today I have just only one screen. And here we go. Let's start with our topics for today. And we will have a look at the Dow and the DAX, by the way, in the next couple of minutes. And you will see we have really big drop down last night. Because why is it? In the markets, it's quite bright Black Friday today, and normally it's a kind of positive day, but since last night we got very bad news from South Africa or the African continent, because there is a very, very bad and dangerous new variant of this COVID-19 virus. And so a lot of countries tightened the borders to Africa, especially Great Britain, Israel, especially here Singapore, and a lot of other countries blocked, and they don't allow people to come from Africa to these special countries. And I guess we will have this in Europe too very soon. So this brought the market back to concerns about COVID-19, which leads this night to really falling markets, which was for us traders, we are short in the markets by the rules, by the way, which brought us a lot of profit this night. So what we expect today, and this is the site of admiralmarkets.com/analytics, and as you can see here, we got a lot of news, and let's see what we expect for today, the upcoming events. Today is Friday. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, day off. Today markets are still open or are already open, and we expect Australian dollar is already out, and we expect this afternoon German time. By the way, it's 2:30. The U.S. weekly export sales. So that's nothing to do for us, actually, and which means we can share now the screen, and we can see what we can do today. So as we can see here, for example, that's the next 10 minutes. And I want to show you if you draw the trend properly. So let me check the chat so that I don't miss something. Yeah, Nastia, yeah, come to me. I have enough space here in my office, Nastia, so we can make the webinar here from this office. It's really a beautiful view, and I'm looking forward because now it's 2:30 my time here in Bangkok, and in around about 3 hours it's going to be dark, and then I'm looking to this awesome view when everything is enlightened, and yeah, illuminated. Let's see, I'm looking forward. Okay, so let's go on, and let's see where were the chances in the last day, so since yesterday. So first of all, there was a chance yesterday in the second trend arm. If you trade the DAX 40, by the way, in 10 minutes, then there was a chance here in the second trend arm. So, but there was no trend continuation, but it was enough maybe at the point of low to take partial profits, trail the stop, and then you're fine. And then, by the way, there was a second chance if we go short in DAX 10 minutes and draw the trend properly, then you see there was the next chance, and it happened again, and you could make money with two trend arms. So then afterwards, we saw this trend break here, but there was no uptrend then, so we have to wait, and afterwards there developed a new downtrend, and this new downtrend was the first trend arm, then the sharply dropped down, and here we go, there was the second trend arm, and you could see, okay, there was the money already in this morning. So you see how you can make money. It's not about kind of predicting, it's not a kind of guessing, something like that, or yeah, whatever opinion about the market. Yeah, just follow the rules. And you know, rule number one, you need a valid trend. Rule number two, take the first entry in the second trend arm, latest in the fourth trend arm. Get out of the correction, or at least at the last 0.2. And of course, then wait in the correction for this balance candle, or make the entry at the 0.2 and let it go. And you see, on a long run, it will bring your account to positive performance. And you know, I want to say, if you make trading really properly, and if you follow the rules, then you can make your dream come true. Because with my stay here in Bangkok, it's one dream which comes true for me, because I dream this dream since almost 20 years when I started trading, because my mentor has an office here in Bangkok and wrote his famous book here in Bangkok, by the way. And since that, I dream this was just of my dreams. Maybe it's a kind of childish if you think so, but it was just one dream, one day to sit in an office, in a high building office here, and to trade from there. Today, November 26, trading brought me here to this place. And I'm really happy. Cannot say I appreciate it, and I'm really grateful for this, that I have the opportunity, and trading can bring your dreams, or can make your dreams come true also. It's just on you. It's not that it's not about everything about money. It's hard work. It's maximum of discipline, ladies and gentlemen. And if you can do this, you can make your dream come true with trading too. And this I can promise you, if you do that in that way, sticking to rules, and you see, you can work with this also. Okay, so let's go to our focus charts, and we start with Dow Jones. So, and as you see, finally it happened. And here you can see where is the big benefit, for example, if you don't intervene. Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it does not. So, but in most of the times, it really, really works for you. So just a moment. Let me give this one. So, and here we go. So we open the trade in the second trend arm. Here you can see at the 0.2. So, and then afterwards the vantage price went back in the correction, and actually now we are back on track. And now, guys, it's time to sell half of the position, or maybe a bit more. Yeah, and let me see. Track to modify. We can sell half the position. So we can do this together. One. Okay, let me check. It was this one. Okay, so market execution, yes. So, and here we go. We closed half the position, and of course we can trade the stop to the last 0.3. To the last 0.3, and we are clear. And now I will manage this trade in that way that I will trade the trend until we reach the point of control, and I'm quite sure we will reach it. But basically we are fine. So you can use a different working style if you want. Maybe you can trade your stop loss into profit. It's kind of working style, whatever you do. So I want to ride the trend so I can wait for the next correction, and then let's go down to the point of control. This happens already in DAX 40, as I showed you yesterday. And we reached already our point of control. So, and you see what happened. The trend continues, by the way. So, but this morning, with this drop, we hit the point of control. Yeah, so price is going lower for the moment, but I don't care, because that was my plan. That was my plan. We draw the trend. We saw the first entry in the second trend arm. Yeah, with a close below the last 0.2, we sold 75% of the position. And then I said, let it go down to the point of control, and it happened. So you see, it's not that complicated. It's just a simple system. You don't need any kind of indicators except this market profile indicator. It's a helpful tool, by the way. But you see, it really, really works here again. So what we can do now, nothing, because 1, 2, 3, 4, we are in the 5th trend arm right now. So if you're in, you can let it go, or you reach the target like me here at the point of control, or you can ride the trend as long as the trend will go on. Let's see Euro USD. And yeah, here we go. We are going to see a new uptrend, maybe. Not yet, but maybe very soon. It could be happen that we see first trend on, and maybe with a close actually at the last 0.2. Then we see the second trend arm, and then the second correction could be ours to make a long trend and go back in direction of the point of control. So keep it on the list. Euro USD could be really interesting. I'm not sure if you'll have it today, because first we need a move, and then the next correction in 4-hourly chart, I guess, will not happen today, but maybe a Monday or Tuesday could happen. So just keep it on the watch list. So next one is gold. And in gold, we had a loss because basically the trend was working. Basically, the strategy was working. And it was in this one. So that was the first trend arm. Then we had the second trend arm. Here we go. And the second correction. So I got in a little bit late. That was the main problem. And then we hit the point of control exactly, but without a close below the last 0.2. So therefore, I couldn't make an exit, by the way, because I had no target at the point of control. And that was, in my trade management, that was the bad thing. So first mistake, to make a kind of review of this week, today is Friday, you know. First of all, the biggest mistake was that I had a bad entry. Yeah, so I couldn't get enter a little bit earlier. Basically, it was not a false point to get an entry at the point 2. That was not the problem. But the point was we were so close to the point of control that it was hard to have a close. So the point was there were a little bit better trade management after this balance candle to get out and to close with a small loss. So I trade my stop loss at the last 0.3 here, and I get out this morning. Yeah. So I stuck to the rules basically, but my trade management was a little bit, could be a little bit better next time. So I will make a note in my diary to see next time get out faster or take a profit when the price is going down, or just handle it closer. This we can learn from this trade. And this is what you can do for yourself, that most of the things that you can learn from my mistakes. For me, it's a little bit hard because normally I don't trade 4-hourly charts, daily chart, and then I don't have a check every 4 hours because there are many things to do. But that's the problem in this way. So find a time frame. This is the learning effect for you. Find a time frame which fits to you, that you never make such mistakes. So then let's go to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is nothing happened, as we said yesterday. And the profit was there. And you see, since then, we are circling around the point of control. Nothing to do. And finally, the last one is British Pound USD. And here the trend is going lower. And we see a kind of downtrend. And price is going lower. And the chance to make an entry, if you made it perfectly, was this one. That was the first trend arm. And that was the second trend arm. And you see here, maybe close the last 0.2. And you see second trend arm, there was the money in. Again, you see, again and again and again. Therefore, it's so important that you find the perfect time frame, that you don't miss signals like this, because this is how you can make money in the market. That's not really complicated. I show it to you every morning from Monday to Friday, 8:30 in this awesome morning briefing show. Thanks to Admirals that we can do this every morning. And if you have people around you, they are interested in trading, invite those people to this morning show, or spread it on your YouTube channel or your Facebook or Instagram, whatever. Bring people to this morning show that we can teach them the path of logic in trading. Because if you step on the path of logic in trading, I can promise you it's a logical consequence that you can make money in the markets. Or you can live your dreams and work in Bangkok, in a 37th floor in an office building. Awesome, incredible. I just love it, guys. I love it so much. And I'm so happy that I can share my joy with you, that you see trading could be really successful on the long run, by the way, the long run. But even the longest way starts with first step. It is. Okay, so that was the focus charts. And before we come to our running trades and proposals for today, I wanna, thanks Nastia. I guess Nastia, you can read my thoughts already, right? So I wanna ask you today, did you reach your own goals this week? This is our Friday question. And I hope with every Friday, the numbers of yes, I did finally, it's growing, it's rising. So actually, I did, or no, I did not. Then you have to ask yourself why. Oh, I had no goals this week, which is worse, what's really worst case. Because if you have no goals, except you are here for the first time, yeah, then it's okay, then you had no goals. But basically, if you are a part of this morning show every week and you still have no goals, then it's a really worst case. Yeah, I will explain you in a couple of minutes. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so take your time. Let's go to our running trades, and we got 2 losses, and this is Australian dollar, Swiss franc, and because the price went down and we had a stop loss at the 0.3. Yeah, so did we everything right? Yes, of course, everything, really, literally everything. So because that was the trend, so there's nothing to blame or to judge ourselves, because that was the trend, and that was the second trend arm, and here we go, there was the correction, so there was the balance candle, and we tried to go up. So unfortunately the trend will break today, so we had the stop loss at the 0.3. Everything was fine. Next time, if you had not an open trade, you hadn't an open trade, then there was the chance for you to make money in this corrective trend, which will be the next new main trend. Here we go. You see, there was the second trend arm, there was the balance candle, and here could be a possible entry. And you see, with this, you were in the winning zone right now. So if you had a close below the last 0.3 here, then you made money already. And I guess you will go back to the point of control. I think so. Yes. Okay. Thomas, you reached your own goals this morning. I'm really happy. This week, I'm really, really happy, by the way. So sticking the rules, 4 weeks for now, it's slowly going to profit. We'll see after today. I'm happy for you. I'm really happy words for you. Okay, so next one, it's still open. It's Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. No, we got out, unfortunately. Unfortunately too this morning, because Swiss franc is going stronger, because markets are falling down, which means it's more money in the Swiss franc and Japanese yen, by the way. So, but everything was perfect. So we had the correction. It was the second trend arm. Yeah, by the way, the trend will break lower. So even we get out right now, we get out of the wrong bus. I used to say this, then we can find a new entry, because finally it's still the second trend arm. And even we get lower right now, maybe at any time we go back. And don't miss the re-entry, still on the watch list. Okay, so we can hide this. So next one is Euro Australian dollar. And yeah, unfortunately here also. And I want to make an analysis with you here, because there was a mistake from my side. Let me show you. So that was the trend. That was the trend. First trend, and then here we go. And there was a small correction. And I didn't recognize it. And that was a problem. So there was the entry. That would be the first, that were the perfect entry. And you see the strategy was working. We had a close below the 0.2, and that was the point. So I drew the trend in a wrong way, because I said this is the right trend. So I didn't recognize the small correction. So I did it in this way. So please make a note. Because I didn't realize this is a correction, so I did this. So therefore, you see, okay, it was not completely wrong, but this was a 2-day correction, and it was a correction, and I didn't realize it. So, and therefore was not so wrong, but now we get out. Yeah, but if I drew the trend perfectly, I had the loss. Please make a note. Now it's I always used to say you have to learn to draw the trend properly. But you know, nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect, by the way. Okay, so, but we have another open trade right now in British pound Australian dollar, and here we go. Here it works, and this time we make it right because we have two trends. So we have a main trend, and the main trend is going down. This is the main trend. So there was a close correction, and here we go. So, and you see, actually, there is the last 0.3. Here is the last 0.3. And if you will have a close today, then we have a trend break. But this time, we made it right because this is a corrective trend, actually. And we prepared it already. You see, there was the correction, balance candles, and now price is going up again. Yeah. So we are working away from the point of control, which means after this day or at the end of the day, yeah, then we will have a close above the last 0.3, which exactly will happen the trend break here. Then we can make a partial profits right before the end. The weekend is here, and then yeah, maybe trade a stop bar by bar, because to ride the trend here in this way, you trade away from the point of control. The probabilities are not so good and not really on our side that we see more trend ups. It could happen, by the way, just probabilities, but I would say let's trade the stop bar by bar. So what says the time? Oh my gosh. Okay, so proposals for you today. It's nothing different to yesterday. We have still British pound Canadian dollar. I'm not sure, Nastia, do I have to close on time today, or do I have a couple of minutes more? Okay, now I know I have to finish. I heard away. Okay, so this is British pound Canadian dollar, and as we said, yes, please, here is now the second correction, the second trend on, by the way. So we wait for a balance candle that we can go short. That was the bond market yesterday, as we talked about. Oh, now MetaTrader stocks for the moment. Okay, actually I not have just only 3 minutes, and now MetaTrader is not working for me. So let me finish this, guys, at this point, because I don't waste time right now for this. If you watch the show, oh, here we go, it works again. Let's see. Bond market. Yeah, it was, but by the way, what's the third trend on? But it works already again, you see. It works already again. By the way, so please keep on your watch list on daily chart. It's still Canadian dollar, Japanese yen on the list. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, but we have to wait until the next balance candle. So nothing new, guys, for the moment. Nothing new. British pound Canadian is 4-hour chart, yes. So, by the way, we had 64% that said, yes, I did finally reach my goals. I'm really, really proud of you guys. I'm really, really proud. So for those, they said, no, I did not. Please make an analysis why you did not reach your goals. And the point, and those of you that said, I had no goals this week, please think about the logic. You know, if you have no goals, when do you want to reach something in your life or in trading? There is a must. It's really a must that you have goals, because the goal brings a little bit pressure to you that you will reach, that you stick to rules, follow the plan, something like this. That, guys, you can make your dreams come true. And I want to be the example for you that it is possible. Thanks for listening again. Thanks for this awesome week. I wish you a lovely Friday. I wish you have a wonderful weekend. And I hope we'll see each other next week again. Thanks to Admirals. Thanks to Nastia. And yes, as always, have courage and be kind. And may the force of the